Alright, testing in cinematic. Hello, hello, hello. Ba, 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 ba. Well, hello, friends and family. It's your friendly neighborhood Gymshark, not representative. See what I did there? So, not too long ago, I got one of my Gymshark packages in, and the initial footage was kind of 50-50, so I'm reshooting it. So, we unfortunately don't have the box anymore, RIP, but we do have the clothes, thankfully. We've also got some other supplements to talk about here in a little bit, too. But, right now, let's dive into the Power Crew. So, as you can see, I'm sporting the Power Crew stringer in medium. Much like the rest of the line, I've got the lowers on now too, actually. It's incredibly comfortable. We've got tons of room to move around. I actually sized down into a medium as well because, you know, I wanted a little bit of a tighter fit, but it's still kind of loose, as you can tell. With the abdomen, we still have like a lot of room to put the stomach out if you need to exhale and not look like you're thick, like myself. The printing, as you can tell, is holding up very well. It's got the lightning running through it. We've got the shark on the back of the cross area as well. I don't really know what you would call that. Like the collar section. But I absolutely love this line so much. I, of course, have pretty much bought everything. I didn't care for the teal so much, I will say that, but one of my favorite lines from Gymshark so far. Love the pattern, love the feel, incredibly soft. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I like the idea it speaks to. It speaks to power, a little bit of humility because it's oversized. Not with this. This, you would say, Christian, you say humility, but you got like no shirt on basically. And you would be right. But if I put on the other stuff, you'd be like, oh, how humble. He's wearing an oversized shirt. Alrighty, so next up on the list, the Power Crew Stringer Black on Black. So as you can tell, it is from the same Power Crew line, still carries that same very comfy, very mobile vibe. The secondary phase of your workout staple. So of course, first phase, you have your pump cover, which would be oversized shirt, normal shirt, and then of course you remove said shirt because some gyms aren't cool with you taking your shirt off, or you might not be feeling it. This is that second phase where you're, you know, feeling the pump, you can show off a little bit, and of course it's still comfy as hell, fits just right, and is of course aesthetically pleasing as all heck. This is probably one of my favorite stringers, and I love it. Next up on the list is the microfiber print, or micro print. It's super tiny, you won't even see it in the actual cloth. It's just in the fibers. No, it's the micro print line from Gymshark. So, I think it looks like a whale shark, and because of the angle I'm using in the lens, I figured I would also bring out the shorts as well, because I've got the black ones on. Yeah! The line reminds me a lot of the Apollo line, which is a little bit tighter, but here it's actually a little bit looser. As you can tell, as I tug in the abdomen area, there's a lot of breathing room for our stomach. Our arms have a little bit more room as well, so it's not glued to us or painted on, as the old saying goes. There's actually a little bit more room to breathe and move around. I'm wearing a medium, off that note, large upper, medium lower, staple of a nice 6'1", 190-pound male. I went to Disneyland yesterday, so had some cookies. Also, one thing I did want to point out about the shorts is that our ties, or the tassels, I don't know, the section you use to tie the short together is actually very reminiscent of, crap, I'm blanking on the line's name now. Almost like the recess line. what I'm referencing is the actual like talics themselves. They're more cloth than they are a metal or plastic base. So when you wash them, they're not gonna get destroyed as quickly. Plastic tends to melt faster. Metal might wear away a little bit quicker, but these are cloth based or fabric, and they're just tied together, so they're gonna last a little bit longer, which is dope. Other thoughts about the shorts? They remind me a lot of the Arc line. I will say that too, in the sense that they are very soft on the outside. Our Gymshark symbol is actually woven in to the left quad, which is dope. I like woven symbols a little better than the printed, but tomato, tomato. Again, super comfy. I think what else I'd like to say? The aesthetics are good. We've covered that. Looks like a whale shark. But yeah, it's pretty cool. On to the hats. Okie dokie. So these are probably the coolest hats from Gymshark yet. They are polyester based and remind me a lot of course, a whale shark, but with the speckles white, it reminds me almost of multicam, which is cool because I'm like, ooh, it's like different colored multicam because it's normally meant to adapt to environment, but here it's more, I don't know, it's fun colors. You don't see that too often. Like, I've never seen multicam navy or like dark blue. That's fun. The hats themselves, very soft, super polyester-y. I don't know, it's slick. So I know for a fact when you wear it multiple times, the aesthetic is still gonna hold up really well. The Gymshark logo is woven in, which is very cash money, as you know I like. What else? The bill of the hat is very up to standard of normal hat bills. And yeah. Alrighty, and last but certainly not least, from the Black Friday order, a large Recess sweatshirt. So the Recess line, much like the Power Crew line for me, is one of my favorites. It's comfy, it looks very smart in the sense that I literally could pair this with anything and go out on a date, go work out, anything under the sun. It's a multifaceted outfit that's comfy and functional and durable. All these things are stuff I love. And even better, the tag is actually woven in. So that's gonna stay there for a long time because I'm all about like brand representation. If I could talk today. Yeah, but the Recess line is one of my favorites. I think what else? It's incredibly soft as I feel it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I feel like if I ever forget something to say, talking about how it feels is always a go-to. But yeah, that pretty much covers the wardrobe for today, or rather the Black Friday order. Yeah, let's move on to the supplements next. Okie dokie. So, there is this company called Legacy Supplements. They sent me a bunch of product to try and get my thoughts on it, so here we are. So, first off, our protein, there's two of them here, both cookies and cream and vanilla bliss. The macros on both of these bad boys were really awesome at 26 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and I think a low amount of carbs, like 1 to 2 grams, if not 0, which macros alone, that's what I'm talking about. Taste, very delicious, and the smell was just, the smell was just as good too. On to the more exciting bits. You know me, if anybody's offering me caffeine, I'm like, well, do tell me about it. So they sent me both a thermo and a pre-workout. Both of them together are an insane combination. The pre-workout at 1 scoop is coming in at 350 milligrams of caffeine, if that tells you anything about this product off the bat. That combined with the thermogenic, you're gonna have an insane pump. I mean, when I was lifting, I was locked the hell in, super, I would give the word demonized. People are like, Christian, you give that word and it sounds kind of negative, but in my mind, I feel like it's positive. You go in this, you know, Super Saiyan mode where everything else just disappears and you're just locked into the lift, which I thought was awesome. And then of course, they also sent me BCAAs as well. which you can't go wrong with branched chain amino acids, as that's going to help with muscle repair. But what I love about this company is that they're getting all their stuff from all natural sources, which, you know, hell yeah. And speaking of natural, caffeine gummies made with plants. A old family friend actually reached out to me to try these, so here we are. They pack about 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is 1 cup of coffee, and there was just like a shit ton of plants in here that I wanted to mention as well. Apples, grapes, lime, sugarcane, natural caffeine from green coffee beans, 2 servings, 5 gummies per serving, 33 calories for a total of 66 calories. So, hell yeah. If I could open this in a fluid manner too. I figured this would be fun to do like a taste test live, so or not live, but recorded, so we could get like the unfiltered thoughts, I guess, or the reaction. So here's the gummy. I'm gonna bring this close to the camera. Look how pretty. Woo! So I'll say this, it's kind of bitter, but also kind of sweet. The bitter is obviously the caffeine. Not too bad. I mean, on a scale of 10, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. It's good, but of course there's a bitter caffeine, but I don't know, it's kind of like a cup of coffee. It's an acquired taste, but yeah. I'm still gonna eat them.